Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I know you had a good Memorial weekend, but hey, you're back here at the Big Back Lounge. I'd like to welcome you to come. We're back now. So, man, it's been a good weekend, but we're back here, chilling, kicking it. Got the music playing in the background. No R. Kelly as usual. Here in the Big Back Lounge, we talk about real tips, not relationship tips. And you can follow me on all social media under the name The Price of Wings. Now, our guest. I don't know how we met. I still don't know how we met. I still can't remember.
I got memories, but I'll let you see. I'll see what you can remember. So,
I
if anything,
I think it was at a party.
yeah, it was a house party at Aaron's
Yeah.
house. Or
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
yeah,
okay, it was his house. So
yeah,
met at a house party, and we've been cool since then.
yeah.
This my guy, Rob. About it. How you feeling, man?
What's good, brother? How are you, man? You good, man?
Moving and grooving, like I told you, moving and grooving. But so before we start off and get into the food part, so what do you do for a living? You don't have to do too much. You don't have to say a lot, just a little
I
bit.
work in transportation, international transportation, for a large multinational. Yeah, in the Memphis area, we'll say.
Oh,
So,
okay,
real boring.
okay.
Nothing sexy. Nothing sexy. Just pays a bill or two.
Oh, okay. So, does it involve planes or mostly trucks, or how does that go down?
It involves all modes, but the main what we get paid to do is via air, via planes. It can
Okay.
be, cargo freighters, or it can be passenger flights, depending on the size of the freight we're kind of loading. If it's too tall, it's going to go on a freighter. If it's hazardous, you kind of have these restrictions. But it's planes. It's planes.
Planes. Okay. So,
Planes.
when with planes, isn't that kind of different when dealing with trucks? Because I know it's different laws in between both. And what are is there the difference between both when it comes to the laws, or is it the
The
same?
big difference is for ground transportation. You can move stuff like a lot more hazardous materials easily. You can have something as simple as like a battery operated electronic thing, and there are restrictions on how you can kind of load that on for a flight, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of restrictions on, again, just what you can kind of move via air. You have to declare certain things if you're moving it via air. Have to have paperwork, material safety data sheets, just a lot of compliance and safety related things. So,
Okay. Okay.
mm,
So I worked at FedEx, the hub,
okay. I bet I
aka
spent some years out there.
yeah, the whole alien spaceship known as the hub.
Uh-huh.
And they say about the planes, like they have to check certain things before they take them off or whatever. So certain things got to load a particular weight, right? So now that I'm thinking
Um,
about it, when it
mhm.
comes to this, do those apply with weight, or
Wait,
is
so
it
okay,
kind of like
yeah.
with Fed, they got a certain amount what they're gonna put on that plane, and that's it, and nothing else,
The big
even
concept
if
is
they
called
convert it. Yeah,
chargeable
something like
weight,
that.
right? So they take the dimensions, length, width, height, usually in inches, and they do some math. So you take the length, width, height, and you take the weight, and basically it's kind of, we don't do much at our facility. Most of our stuff gets moved on to our sister, our gateway in another city. I'm not going to say where it is,
Okay.
but we kind of consolidate all the freight, and we get it sit down on a truck most nights to the city, where our gateway station is, and then usually the gateway flies it out of the country. Sometimes it gets trucked to another location here in the States, then it flies out. But
Hmm.
majority of stuff flies out to this one city that we truck our freight to. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. But like speaking of FedEx, I had it was some wild times with FedEx with those planes, man.
Did you work nights or
Yeah,
day side?
I had night
Nights
unload.
is yeah. I unloaded trucks on the Bell lot on day side for like 3 or 4 years, and that was some of the most physically demanding work I've ever done. It's
Yeah,
rough. It's rough.
yeah.
It's rough. It's dangerous. It's loud, but it's kind of fun too. Kind of.
Yeah, it's
Has the
kind of
moment.
fun. Yeah,
Has the
it's moment.
moments.
It has
Anyway.
its moments. Yeah. All right, now let's get to the food. Now I had
Let's
this game. It's
go.
called pocket watching.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you a certain amount of money. I'm gonna tell you what area you're going to be in, and you gotta tell me what would you do with that money and where would you go.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm done.
All right, so you got $70.
Okay.
You're in the U of M area. Where are you
Mm.
going?
First off, Brother Junipers.
Mm,
Of
okay.
course. I went to U of M, so. you know. Brother Juniper's. If it was back in the day, I'd probably go to Blue Coast Burrito. You remember them?
Oh, I
In the spot
remember
where
that.
Moses. Yeah, they still exist. They still exist in other parts of Tennessee. I ran across them recently, but Blue Coast Burrito will stay there. I'd probably go there too. So start with. There's a lot over there that I like. I like tracks. I like
RP
tracks.
tracks.
RP
Yeah.
tracks. I don't get too crazy, but I've had some of the tofu stuff there. What is it there? The nachos there?
Yeah, that barbecue tofu nachos.
Yeah, yeah. You can get them not. You can get them with like beef or what is it, beans or tofu. So that's three restaurants off top, but two currently active ones. Tracks and Brother Juniper's. Um, I mean, there's a lot of options, man. I think there's even a Korean spot over there. Isn't there DWJ over there
Yeah,
off Highland?
DWJ is over there now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's over
it's
there. It's
always
on
kind
high,
of
it's on
changing up.
ship.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot. There's Char down the street. I've never been, but I've heard good things. So,
Yeah,
but
I've
those
had
are the
char.
places I go. I go to Tracks. I go to Brother Juniper's, maybe Garibaldi's, depending. I haven't had them a long time.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
a lot of options over there.
It is. Also, I
Yeah,
heard the Bluff just closed, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that one.
I think I went on a date there once. Kind of a brunchy spot, right?
There's a concert. You can have concerts and stuff like that.
Right.
The laid back spot. Yeah, but it's no longer there, so I wonder what they're gonna do with that. That's gonna be interesting. That's a lot of
Can I
room there.
can I smoke or am I supposed to chill out?
I mean, you can do whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
I really don't care.
Just I wasn't sure this is supposed to be like completely friendly,
I understand. I understand.
PC, corporate, whatever.
Right. All right. So you graduated around Memphis City School era, right?
Sir. I was that year, the last year I was there. I graduated 2001 from high school.
Okay.
So I think that was like one of the last years before they implemented uniforms, right? I
Right.
think so.
You was like
Yeah,
the year
yeah,
before that.
yeah. So
So
yeah.
thinking about your MCS days, what are your top three MCS snacks?
I didn't, I brought my lunch most days.
What?
Yeah, yeah, only child, I don't know. But I used to mess with what is it, Exploded Maze? Is that they still
Yeah.
make
I've never seen them, man. Been to like two schools and I've never seen them since. Like I'm like, wow, this is gone now. It's completely gone. They do whole nother snacks now, but that's gone.
was that popcorn like supposedly better nutritionally, or is it just standard popcorn with
Standard
maybe
popcorn. It was
okay.
not nutrition. It was not
Good.
about
It was good.
nutrition.
It
It
was
was
good as fuck. It was
it
good.
was basically, oh, we need something to keep these kids calm, so let's give them some popcorn. Like forget nutrition. Let's just throw this popcorn out there. They'll buy it.
Yeah, a lot of days I think kind of once I got to a certain age, it was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna eat what I brought. Let me just get a bag of popcorn and I'll figure something out. I'll tell you the craziest shit I remember, and this is something I feel like it was a time and a place, and if you kind of weren't around for it, you just missed it.
Hmm.
Um, they had the drink machines, right? It's not really
Right.
snacks, it's about drinks. They had the Fruitopia machines,
Yep.
and I must have been like in middle school. Um, some point, man, I guess it's Coca-Cola products. They put Surge in the damn machines. You heard about this?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember they had surge in like two. I don't. I don't remember anyone getting it though.
Oh no, no, we'd get it. So we would get it during lunch periods. We were like eighth graders, and we would go crazy. We would kind of throw a little. We'd have, we'd be chanting, "Surge, get you hype," you know, bucking and all sorts of wild shit. Yeah, man. We'd lose our minds, and they'd sell out of it like in a day. They'd restock it, it'd be gone the same day. We'd all drink Surge. It was insane.
Wow.
Bunch of 13-year-old little black kids in, Midtown, North Memphis, whatever, hopped up on that. So
Well, man, like I didn't get surge like that. Like we had it, but
Woo!
like most of us like didn't like it was already gone or
uh,
we didn't mess with surge.
nah, we used to fuck with Surge hard. Surge was that shit.
Y'all used to mess with it. I ain't mess with it. It was Utopia for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was the
Yeah,
same.
I
It was in
was
the Fruitopia. I don't think it was in the Ocean Spray machine. I think it was the Fruitopia machines, but it seemed like a very deliberate choice, and we took advantage of
I'm not mad.
that.
Like I ain't mad. Kids used to just take advantage of stuff like that, man.
Yeah, yeah. You
Ain't
want to,
no
you
wrong.
want
You
somebody,
put it in there.
right, right. What
You're the
y'all supposed
adult,
to? You're the adult. You make these decisions. I don't have any control over this. Like,
but I'm
I'm
gonna
just gonna
buy it
drink this.
though.
Bye. I'm gonna drink it.
Man, what? I'm not lying on that one. But yeah, we used to, if I'm right, we get Fruitopia.
Mm,
I used to get a Fruitopia, some butter cookies, and a chicken
mm,
sandwich. That was it.
mm.
They sold chicken and cheese sandwiches, like the fried chicken sandwich with cheese on them, wrapped
Okay.
up.
Okay.
So we got that. That was my lunch. I was good.
Was that is it it sounds really processed. Sounds good, but is that chicken and cheese sandwich kind of processed?
I don't know. Didn't care. I was a kid. Did
Okay.
not care. We get the give me my two, give me my two butter cookies. That's 40. I mean, that's 40 cents, 80 cents right there. $1 for the sandwich, $1 for the
Mhm.
Utopia. I was good.
Is the pizza still the same weird square kind of
Yes,
mid?
it's still there. It's still
Okay,
there.
yeah. There was a point it was kind of all right, and then real quick you get tired of it. It's like I'm not eating
Yeah,
this.
you do. But hey, yeah. But at the same time, like we would easily sneak off the school campus
Yeah, yeah,
and go to the corner store and get something to come back.
yeah. That's
Or
a
we got the
there's a whole discussion on we used to go to this school to get food, you know?
right. And then they stopped it. And then like it didn't really stop anything because you can't tell the seniors where to go. So the seniors would get stuff. So they just stopped. They just stopped controlling it. And it was a wrap at that point. Used to leave to go to Taco Bell. Like, what the middle of school? Gone.
It's one of those things kind of like, yo, not to say like go fight some real crime, but it's like y'all have some real like go, I don't know, go interrupt some freshman messing with a senior, or go find some guns, or go find some dope. Like niggas are just going off campus to get food. I got
That's it,
caught
man.
one
We went
time, but it was we had so they tried to make it like we couldn't go back to school. It's like I just parked somewhere else. We walked right in, right? It's like okay,
like, you're not stopping nothing. We'll find a way.
right, like really, okay.
Facts. Kids will find a way. That is the fact. All right. Let's play a game of overrated, underrated. All right. Overrated, underrated. Birria.
What is it? What's part?
Birria.
Beer. Mhm.
Birria tacos.
Oh, um, a little overrated.
Oh, okay.
A little.
Why would you
They're
say
so
just a
rich.
little? Oh, okay.
They taste good. Uh, I'm trying to think why are they a little overrated? Uh, I don't know. I guess it's not too different from standard good Mexican, right? You just dip it in some sauce, I guess, right? Or some whatever. But it's all right. It's a little overrated to me.
All right. Underrated, overrated.
Mhm.
Little Caesar's Pizza.
Overrated. I feel like let me take that back. If you're, if you're kind of in a pinch and need to get some cheap lunch, uh, I say it's underrated, right? What's the story about the owner of Little Caesars? You said the pizza, not the owner, but the owner was the guy who was paying Rosa Parks rent for years. You heard that story?
Yeah, I heard
Anyway,
that story.
the pizza, now that I have a tiny bit of money, I probably won't be going there too often, but um, yeah, if you're down, if you're trying to make it a payday, it's underrated.
The humble brag of that one. The humble brag of that right there.
I'm just going to Marco's, dog. I'm not going anything crazy.
Marco's got some good specials too.
Yeah, Marco's I think is a decent value, right? You got decent quality for a decent price. So, but Little Caesars, I'm not too good for Little Caesars. It's underrated a little bit.
All right. Underrated, overrated. Waffles.
Mm. I would say underrated just because something with pancakes, man. I don't know if it's the buttermilk, but that doesn't really agree with me. Waffles, I've never really had a waffle I didn't like, especially with some real maple syrup. Why
Mm.
that face? Why that face? Are you pro
Buttermilk?
pancake? Yeah, well, again, pancakes for a lot of times maybe buttermilk, right? I don't think
Oh,
waffles
okay.
are though. So that's why
I mean, you can
I
make a
would
buttermilk
say
waffle too.
I'm not a fan. But yeah, the kind of whole grain waffles, I love waffles, so I'd say they're underrated, especially the flavored ones like the what is it, the Eggo
Yeah.
vanilla joints or yeah, they're good. Vanilla cinnamon, whatever it is,
Okay.
underrated. So
All right. Now, this is the question I ask everybody. what is the restaurant that everybody hyped up and then you tried it, you was just like, man. So what is your all hype restaurant?
Mm. Most of the restaurants I've tried generally live up to the hype. Let me really think about this one because this is a real question for real Memphians, right?
Right.
Hmm. I'm not gonna miss any barbecue places because we know how that goes. Like, the places that are go that really popular outside of Memphis, we all think they're just kind of mostly mid. So, what place I think was just whatever. Man, I might have to come back to that. I have to think about that for a minute. Can we table that one or need to answer now?
Yeah, you can we come back to that before
All
we
right.
depart.
Okay.
All right, so I thought of something and it
Mm,
was kind of weird, but now that I'm gonna try to word it right. So
mm,
if there like we both have the same musical taste a little bit.
mm, 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 mm.
And I'm thinking if I said the artist, what would you think? What kind of food would they be? So
Okay.
when I name this artist, you'd be like, okay, you see this. Like example, if I see um, let me say like Meg the Stallion, I'm gonna say Peach Cobbler.
That's a good one. That's a perfect
That's that's a
analogy.
perfect analogy
You know,
for Meg the
the
Stallion.
oh, good, some good peach cobbler. That's definitely make the stallion.
Yeah, so I'll go with that. That'll be my example of what I'm trying to say. So
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with this one. West Side Gun.
Mm. West Side Gun a lot of times in his raps mentions a lot of interesting food items too. So let me really think. West Side Gun. I don't know, like a Wagyu burger. If they do burgers with Wagyu, some sort of
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Wagyu something, right?
Arby's did one.
But
Which
some real Wagyu something. Just I guess a steak at an expensive steakhouse, right? Steak, potato, potato, asparagus, but it's Wagyu or something. That's West Side Gun.
okay,
That's
okay,
my I had to think.
all right. Erica Badu.
Mm. I'm a stan,
Oh,
right? I'm a stan. I'm debating over do I finally throw my drawers on stage this year for her next time I see her. But
I mean, you might see it if you go to the tone thing. You might
yeah, yeah,
see
I'm definitely going to that. So I bought a ticket.
it.
Let me think. What food would she be? It's got to be something that sticks to, I don't know, like maybe a pot roast made by like a five-star chef. I don't know what a high level pot roast would be, but
Hmm.
again, yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Mm.
Hmm. Five-star chef pot roast. Hmm.
I know. Can pot roast even get
I
that
mean,
you
I seen
know?
a dude on TikTok make a five-star meal out of some chicken nuggets, so it's possible. It's possible. Last one, Little
Mm.
Boosie.
Mm. Dead ass, probably like some JoJo's from a gas station while I'm on a road trip headed to Atlanta. That's all I can think of, right? Some JoJo's, right? Some big ass, the big GMO joints, right? Maybe something from Dodge's chicken, right? What is it? I don't even know what to get from Dodge's. We gotta talk about that at some point. Off camera, I guess.
But I mean, usually I just get like a regular little what two piece.
Would you say they're overrated or underrated?
Depends on your situation, like you said with Little Caesars.
Okay.
I say that because it's underrated if you need a quick snack.
Uh,
And you're in Whitehaven, you need a quick snack, you hungry, got a little buzz in you, you're drunk, you need a little something. Dodges. It's overrated because when you try to get through the gas station, you got a dude trying to sell you some CDs, a dude trying to tell you some socks, a fight might bust out. Like it's
yeah,
you're looking over your shoulder the whole time.
very active over there. You're
So it's active over there. It's active.
right. I was trying to think.
Active.
I do think didn't they shoot that what's the Rick Ross video, Elvis Presley Boulevard, the remix
Yeah,
with
they
that?
shot right in front of it.
Try to run in front of Dodgers. I was like, yeah, there's a reason why I don't go over there too often.
A whole video. Like, bro, what? Like, that's the wrong place to be recording the video, but it's Rick Ross, so
I mean, it's really it's Pat. Nobody's gonna touch
I know it's gonna touch Pat or Juicy
Pat. Right. Yeah. Anyway,
right there.
I
So
went up on a tangent. I just again, I can talk any Memphis food thing, and you'll be like, I know.
that's cool. It's cool with me. All right. So did you think you're all hype?
Did I think what?
Did you think you're all hype restaurant?
Mm,
I mean, it don't have to be in
mm.
Memphis. It can be anywhere else.
Oh, okay. Um, man, what was a hyped restaurant that I just thought was mid? I'll be honest with you. I think it's gonna struggle. I'm gonna struggle with that one because when I'm kind of doing the fine dining thing, I try to pick off the beaten path places, right? Places that, there might be only one other couple there, right? Kind of some
Oh, okay.
slightly exclusive. So I'm usually never let down, right?
Right.
Um, I'll tell you one place that I think you'll probably agree that I think the quality's gone down. I think there was a time Huey's probably did have the best burger in Memphis, right? And this was a decent overall restaurant. Now I'm like, I don't know if I don't remember last time I went to Huey's. Any of them.
Man, Huey's ass went down.
Yeah, it's bad. The quality,
And
I don't know what it is.
I think it went down because the competition went up.
Yeah. What
I
about you?
mean,
You
it's
consider what do you who do you consider the competitors?
their best competition at one point was LBOE, Last
Yeah.
Burger on
Okay.
Earth.
Yep.
You gotta
Yep.
think
Yep.
about
Yep.
that one. Then they
Mhm.
had that fire, now they're gone. Um, After that, you can just get, I mean, Bar Dog Tavern is
Mm.
right up the street from one
I still
downtown.
still love Bar Dog pre-pandemic.
Yeah. And then you
Oof.
got Slider Inn down the corner, down the street.
Slider in. Yeah, they okay. Yeah, they did. They really had some real competition.
Yeah, they had some competition. Slider Inn
Slider in
pretty
is
much,
kind of it.
and Slider Inn has brunch.
I think of Slider
They added
in.
that to the table. So I think Slider Inn and Bar Dog are owned by the same company, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's yeah, they had competition. So no matter how much Huey's can try to get back, it's just hard for them with all this competition and more coming up.
You're right. It's you kind of good. You're good because I like I think it's like yeah, kind of ones I really started going to Slider in. I really kind of didn't go to Huey's. So
Right.
anyway.
Right. What's the other spot? It's another spot that was in Midtown at one point.
Let me think too.
Can't remember the name, but
I
it
feel
was
like I should know
another.
what it is. I feel like I should know what the hell it is.
I can't remember, but I just know that they have competition everywhere they're at, except for the one in
Mm,
Collierville.
mm, okay.
That one, Germantown, probably, but at the same time, people are going to skip over there and go to City Silo. It's right around the corner.
City, yeah, City Silo. Okay, everything they kind of tried to do, someone else is doing it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
better.
yeah, it's just people realize that, hey, it's another option over around the corner. You can go there
uh,
and get a nice drink. So it's like, okay. But I mean, Huey's chili cheese fries are nice though. I give him that. That's the only thing I get from there.
mm,
They used to have decent wings too, but I haven't been there in a while. So yeah,
mm, mm.
yeah. All right. You say you do like the high end restaurant before we go. So
Yeah, yeah.
what what's the last one you've been to?
We talking Memphis? You want me to go
Man, it
Nashville?
doesn't matter. Memphis and Nashville, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'll give you one crazy restaurant. I'll give you a couple of weird, kind of memories, not weird memories, but it's memories of dining in Memphis. So it's like, okay. And then kind of the one kind of outside of Memphis dining experience I had that was like, okay.
Okay.
So the out of town one, man, I went to some weird, like not weird, but it was like a dinner club in San Francisco, like an alleyway. I had an ex-girlfriend lived out there, you know, spent a week out there, messing around with her. And yeah, for her birthday, we went to some. I'll send you a link. It's like an alleyway. The black lady playing pianos, playing Ahmad
Oh,
Jamal.
I know what
It's
you're talking
it's low
about.
lighting. It's you kind of have to. It's a little bit of a dress code. I probably should have wore a jacket. You know.
You probably
Anyway,
didn't.
and the food. Well, the food was some weird fish I'd never heard of. It wasn't good. I was worried afterwards, it messed with the taste of things. I was like, okay, this was not a good decision, right? But yeah, man. So that was a weird, kind of grown person dining thing out of town. Spent, easy. They talk about that value on a dinner. I spent that easy, right?
Mm.
But no, man, some of the cool places here. You ever been any of the spots off Broad?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's
Sugar's,
called now.
Massimo's.
Maximos, with the Maximos, what I feel like they had brunch at one point too, right?
Right.
But yeah, that place is underrated. I hope they're still doing well. Hope it's
Mm.
kind of the same
Mm.
people. But yeah, taking a date there, maybe for a special occasion, I had a great experience. So
Yeah.
anyway, those are two places. Yeah, yeah. I think the
What
name and
about
I think the oh sorry.
Bounty? Is it Bounty on Broad? The other one you're talking about?
I've been to Bounty. I've been to Bounty. It's cool. I feel like it's a little overpriced.
Mm.
A tiny bit. A tiny
Okay.
bit. Mostly on the drink side, probably. But
Okay.
but yeah, I'm trying to think of the name. Let me hold on one real quick. I'll give you this one. I'm gonna go. Place I went to in San Francisco. Was it Bix? Yeah.
Think I heard of it, but I just don't know the name right now. So I'll probably look that up later. Most
Yeah, but
likely.
it's a supper
Yeah.
club and elegant saloon. So anyway, yeah, man.
Hmm. Okay, man. That is interesting. Mm,
It's in an alleyway. You have to get there.
alleyway.
I
That's
couldn't find it. It was like, had to get like a cab driver to show us kind of where it was.
oh, okay. Dining in the alleyway. That's what made me suspicious right there. Like, wow, we
No,
here
you
about to get
you get it.
jumped.
You get inside the spot and it's like, ooh, okay, this is what old money in San Francisco Bay Area kind of feels like. Is this kind of what it was like to have money before the tech bros? Okay, I like it. You get a taste of that, right? So anyway,
Man, that's crazy, man. Before the tech bros. Wow.
before the
Uh,
tech bros, yeah, right. Kind of
yeah.
before. I don't think Facebook had their headquarters there then. So
Yeah. It was yeah, it was weird. It's weird. It was weird out there in San Francisco.
yeah,
And when the tech bros came, yeah.
if it's not the tech bros, it's the homeless situation, and the encampments, man. It's anyway. I could
We
go.
can we can we can go deep into that, but not here,
Yeah,
not today.
it's a
But
crazy
I like to
city.
thank you for joining me here in the Big Back Lounge, man.
Yeah,
You're a
bro.
cool guy, man. I mean, we we click on the music thing, man. You my
Yeah.
guy with the music because I'm like, who is this person? I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay. This too. I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And that's how I
man.
found out Primo Rice through you.
Really? Okay. I really am trying to figure out how I don't think it was through Spitter. I somehow got into his music, but yeah, yeah, he's so you went that last show in Memphis, right?
Yeah, I went to the last one.
Okay, yeah, I caught COVID, but it was crazy. Anyway,
What?
it was such a crazy night. You saw the actual pimps out? Anyway, it was insane. You saw the pimps, right?
I saw the pimps. I was like, whoa, what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean
I
they
looked
were
back. I'm like, oh, we doing this?
I was trying to point out, I was like, I was like, hey, like that's it was kind of cool to see the pimps, mainly because they dress like kind of you and me, right? They,
Yeah.
they dress like
They,
regular people.
until they start talking, you be like, oh,
Well, you know what caught me was just they had two good every pimp at the show had like pretty much two white girls. I was kind of the real quick. It
I
was
wasn't gonna say
terrible,
it.
but it
I
was like,
wasn't gonna say it. I was not
oh
gonna
my
say it.
God, but the show was insane. I would have, I just wish I could have had that night before the pandemic. Oh, that would have been crazy. Anyway, yeah, man.
You
Music is kind of
yeah. Well, hey man, thank you for joining me here in the Big Back Lounge. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching on the tubes of you. And like I always say, your big back ass is always welcome here in the Big Back Lounge.
peace, yo.
Peace.